Hello, I'm Father Joe Gambala, pastor of St. Malachite Catholic Church in Sterling Heights. Welcome to Saint of the Day. Today is October the 14th, and our saint today is Saint Callistus I. He also was a pope. You might know him as Pope Callistus I. Well, he was born a slave. But the people who owned him realized that he was a pretty smart slave. Now, we're in Rome right now, around the early 200s. And since they realized that Callistus had a mind about him, he was taught math, he was very good at it. His owners were bankers. So they figured they could use his services in the accounting part of their bank, the early Roman bank. And so Callistus did. And while he was working at the bank, he met some people who were Christians and convinced him to become a Christian as well. So Callistus, under the cover of night, without his owners knowing it, was baptized a Christian. And he felt once becoming a Christian that he had to give to the poor. Well, he didn't have any money to give himself, but the bank sure had a lot of money. So he began to give the bank from the money away to the poor people. Well, when news of this got to his owners as well as the owners of the bank, they were infuriated and set out to arrest Callistus. But Callistus ran. He ran down to the dockyards. He had a little money himself, bought fare in a boat, jumped on the boat. The boat was taking off when the owners arrived on the dock, screamed at the sailors saying, "You're harboring a fugitive who stole from us." The sailors figured out who Callistus was, threw him overboard, and the slave owners fished him out of the river and dragged him back in. Well, they had to decide what to do with Callistus, and they realized that Callistus had to earn the money back that he had given away, and the only way he could do that is go back to work in the bank. So Callistus was now in the bank, but he was watched much more carefully about giving away the money. Now, over many years, the bankers decided that he could make even more money if he was a free person. He would be given more liberties, and so he made a contract that he was given his freedom, that he would earn so much every year and give it back to the bank to reimburse them. So in granting his freedom, he became much more active in the Christian faith and befriended the current Pope, Zephyricius. Now, the Pope was very grateful for any help that Callistus could give him. Mind you, this is the Roman Empire times. There are no church buildings. The Pope probably lives in a little house and probably had a little job on the side to support himself, as it was in that day. But Callistus was a good friend and helped the Pope in many ways. When the Pope died, the people appreciated Callistus' work, and so they elected him the next Pope. As Pope, he faced a controversy involving the topic of forgiveness. There had been a group of Christians in a persecution that had renounced their faith, but now that the persecution was over, they wanted to come back and be reinstated. And some did not want these people to come back at all, and others people thought that they should be forgiven. Well, Callistus decided to be forgiving and that would be the rule. This instigated a riot, which led to another riot, and eventually Callistus was martyred by pagan rioters.